Hi, beautiful. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about forgiveness. I'm going to talk about forgiveness, whether you feel like you need more for yourself, whether you feel like you need more for others. And even as it applies to inner child healing as well. And just some really, I don't want to say easy, of course, or simple, but they are certainly things that you can apply every single day. And even if you're a really enlightened being, you're further along on your spiritual path and awakening, because I did kind of feel like this video was going to be for those a bit farther along in their spiritual journey, their spiritual awakening or awakenings, or just more enlightened souls. But I still think that there is going to be something here for everyone. And I want to say also that I'm really proud of you, because most people, they don't even want to look at this stuff, let alone heal it. And so I just want to say that that makes you really special. And the fact that you're here and you care about forgiveness, both for yourself and how it's reflected outwardly, says a lot about you. So let's get into it. Forgiveness has everything to do with spiritual wealth. So this is probably going to be for those who are a little bit further along in their spiritual journey and would say that they're more of an enlightened soul, more of an old soul. That's probably going to resonate with you. So the reason why forgiveness at this point has everything to do with your spiritual wealth is because you get to a point where you know that you are the light, and you know that you've actually always been the light. So you're at a point where you know that, but maybe you are still, you have the awareness that you know that you still have some letting go to do. Maybe you feel like you really have forgiven, but you still think about it more than you would like to. And it just feels like something that you're aware of that you need to still fully let go of in order to move on. So this is cool if you think about it from the point of your spiritual wealth and needing to forgive someone. You need to remember that you have something that they don't have yet, which is your enlightenment. That is your ascension. The fact that you are awake or have broken out of the matrix, you consider yourself a powerful manifester, you've done a lot of healing, all this and that. You need to understand that when you go through all that, you get gifted spiritually. You get gifted with spiritual wealth. And sometimes it's not always easy when we see others or our loved ones, and particularly like with family and our close circles, you know, spiritual awakenings can really shake things up because you've received a gift that they haven't yet. And they have their own journey that their soul needs to go on to receive those gifts as well. But I think that that is one of the easiest ways to really forgive and let go as an enlightened being is by showing grace and understanding that you've been given a gift in the terms of spiritual wealth rather than just the material and things here that you can't take with you. And so it's important to show grace if you have received that gift. And that's what I mean by the gifts of alignment. It's all spiritual wealth. And so if you've received those gifts, and when you do, it's so important to show grace along the way and not compare. And it makes it easy to let go and forgive when you know you're in a place where you have received a gift and someone has not received that gift yet. And I think that is just really helpful. We expect a lot from like people in the public eye, celebrities, royalty. We expect them to behave like they know they have a gift financially or power, attention, whatever it is. We expect them to act like they know what a special gift they have, and that's just the material. But the real gifts are spiritual gifts. And so by showing grace and knowing that you have received a gift that someone else hasn't yet, it really helps you to let go and forgive. You don't have to forget, but it certainly helps in terms of the compassion, which brings me to my next point. Because compassion is your absolute best friend in the world when it comes to forgiveness and acknowledging memories that need forgiveness from your past. And what compassion does is it helps you confront your fears in a way that is forgiving towards yourself and towards your environment, people, places, and things. And what that does is help you let go of illusions, which is also why compassion is so important too, and why it helps so much when you're healing and going through certain memories. Because the more that we let go of illusions and the narratives that we've created over the things that have happened to us, then the freer that we are, and the more that your reality changes and becomes actually everything you want versus everything you don't want. Which brings me to my last point, which is going to be a little bit deeper into the inner child healing and forgiveness. If you are more of an enlightened being and you still feel you have some residual, the best thing that you can do is meditate. And what you're going to do is, again, just visualize that bright light, either coming from your third eye or your heart space, whichever you prefer. Imagine it getting bigger and bigger. And what you're going to do is actually go into those memories that are so painful. And you are going to ask your higher self to please step in and go in and get you and comfort you and do whatever you would have needed in that moment. Have your higher self do that for you and recreate that memory for you. Doing this, and especially with some consistency and repetition, is absolutely life-changing when it comes to forgiveness and enhancing the compassion that you need for yourself, letting go of old belief systems and blockages, being less resistant. It just does so much. This is an incredible practice. So I highly recommend doing this in meditation wherever you're at in your spiritual journey or your forgiveness journey as well. So with all that said, I'm going to leave this here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. You're amazing. You are the light. You hold the light. Don't you ever forget it. If you need anything about me, that's all going to be in the About section. If you're interested in anything from passive income, affiliate marketing, anything like that, because who doesn't like to make money online, whether you want to just do it as something on the side or as full-blown passive income, that's all going to be there. Also, if you get the book, read it more than once, because you do get new codes every time you read it, and I'm sending you all the love in the world.